Frank, week into the season, how would you sum up the last few days in general?
Well, it's been a busy week, and I thought we had a pretty good performance against Hull. Deserved to win the game, but we didn't, so we have to look at how we can improve going forward. I think that's normal. And then against Luton we made changes. I think the performance of the game was pretty decent, can be better, but we got a win that was crucial to go through to the next round. And now we focus on a really tough game. So yeah, it's a busy week, but we have to be ready.
I mean, who furthered their claims, do you think, for more minutes against Luton?
I'm not going to go individual. It's important that everyone who plays, whatever minutes they get, they train well, to prepare well, to play well when they do, and then that gives them the best opportunity to get into the team.
I mean, Raphael particularly caught the eye. I thought he was deservedly the man of the match.
Yeah, had a good game. So good for Rafa because he's had a good pre-season, stayed fit and progressed well, and yeah, thought he played well. So it's good. It's good. I need players to show me in training and in minutes that they do get in games that they deserve chance to compete, to come in, to help us, and then they help themselves. So those are the rules. So whether it's Rafa or whether it's any of the players in the squad, it's regardless of age, regardless of situation, train well and play well. And that's what I had quite a good feeling about. And after the Luton game was particularly the second half, and then players that came into the game and impacted it as well, which is always good at this stage of the season, to see some players that had played against Hull but came in and made us look calmer and better towards the end of the game, in my opinion. So I always look at it as a whole.
And everyone emerged unscathed, did they, from the other night?
Yes.
Okay. Ben Sheaf, what's the latest?
Yeah, Ben, we're hoping we'll be back for Oxford this side of the international break.
Okay. So it's just the groin that he felt,
yep.
but he's okay. Okay, well that's good news. Derby, obviously a familiar stomping ground for you, having kind of cut your managerial teeth there. I know it's all about Coventry now, but how do you look back on that period of your coaching career?
No, it was a good period. I enjoyed my year there. We were very, very close to promotion, which going in my first job and with the squad and the work we had to do, I think was a great challenge for myself as my first job, for the staff that were with me, for the players, and it was a really enjoyable year and just short. But yeah, I enjoyed the club. It's a very big club with a very good support, as we do, of course, as we know. So it's going to be a tough match, their first home match. A team that have brought in a lot of players, a team that the manager will have had some time to really enforce his ideas and style, how he wants to be with them. Because I think John came in, did a really good job with them to keep them in the league last year. Made them very difficult to beat. You know, a team with a lot of passion and desire, and that kind of reflects with the home crowd that they'll have tomorrow. So we have to be ready for a tough match.
And it was a bit of a sore one, wasn't it, towards the end of last season when you went there and got beaten. So is that kind of an additional spur and incentive for the players tomorrow?
Not for me. I mean, you remember it and it's important, but I think we went there having won a lot of games on the bounce and got ourselves in a really good position. It's probably easier to say this with reflection, so I didn't feel it after the match, but those games can come along where we go slightly under par, and a team that are fighting for everything they were at the time, that can happen as much as we don't like it. So that was the game in itself, but we should remember the feeling of the game and understand that, you know, for that game, for instance, we controlled pretty much for 20 minutes, but then some transitions, some free kicks, feeling in the crowd can change a game. So we have to remember that feeling and try and work against that.
And you mentioned it's their first home game of the season, so that will give them you would think, an additional kind of lift going into it, you think?
I would say so, yeah. It'd be in front of their home fans, losing their first game away from home, even more dangerous probably of a team who want to react in front of their home fans.
And 3,000 Sky Blues fans obviously heading to Pride Park. We've discussed a little bit about the intensity of the arena itself. It's important, obviously, they make themselves heard, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they're always there. They're always there. I know that we've sold out our end, which we pretty much always do, and we always hear them. So our part of it is important there. The team has to play with that desire to go there and get the result, but our fans will be ready, and we have to engage them because they're coming to support us, and as they always do.
So how do you develop and hone that cutting edge that obviously you're looking for in front of goal at the moment?
Practice. It's early season. Practice. and we practice a lot here. But individually, the players, we know how we like to play. We adapt, obviously, with opposition, but the players are sort of well aware of how we want to. I said it, I think, after the game last week. It looked like us without the edge at the end of the pitch, and that's something that only training and practice and becoming ultra sharp does.
What about the makeup of the squad in the last couple of weeks of the transfer window, looking to boost numbers, not just for the sake of it, clearly, but
yeah, we wouldn't do it for the sake of it, but we need a strong, balanced squad. So we're always looking at that. There's nothing to tell you now, but we have a couple of weeks to look at it if we